guys. So, are there words to describe all this beauty? Please tell me. Can you describe this? It's wonderful, isn't it? So, as promised in last videos, I'm beginning to say that I'm not a native English speaker, so forgive my English here and there, but I will try my best. We are here getting in Picos de Europa in northern Spain, as you should know. We are in Riaño village, near Riaño village, so in the Riaño region. This Riaño village is not the original one. The original one is submerged under these waters, and they were submerged in the 80s, in the 20th century, when this dam of Riaño was built. So we are here in the N621 National Spanish Road, good tarmac, nice pavement, nice windy road, as you can see in the map. We decided to come this way. You can get in Picos for other entrances, but we are coming from Portugal. I am Portuguese, by the way, so we are coming this way, from getting in Picos by the Riaño region, and so you have to get this national road 621 to get in, and it's a wonderful one, isn't it? From one that comes from the northern Portugal, we are from Porto and from Braga, big cities in the northwest of Portugal. We are about a 5 hours distance to get in here. So it's not that much. It's very easy to get here. You have highway if you prefer to Leon, and then this national road, which is very good to be in, and the landscape is a beauty, as you can see. It's a windy road, not too much traffic. It depends on the month that you are coming, but not too much traffic, so it's a pleasure to ride a motorcycle. By the way, this Picos de Europa region is a motorcycle paradise. In Portilla de la Reina, we are leaving this N621 and getting in this secondary road. It's Leon 2703, as you can see in the subtitle. So you are getting in the higher Picos region, so the pavement is not so nice anymore, but it's totally understandable, because during the winter months there's lots of snow and ice covering these roads, these secondary roads. Some of them are not possible to do in winter time, so it's normal that this pavement is not very good anymore. But in the big trails, as we are coming in, no problem at all. This is Ricardo Costa, my friend that recorded some videos too, so the whole video is a lot nicer because of his recordings, and that together with mine made a better video. We are here climbing to altitudes above 1,500 meters, so getting very high, overtaking this car that was contemplating all these pastures, high pastures to the cattle that Picos are famous too. So in this day one, we are climbing here to Puerto de Pan de Trave. Puerto is the name that the Spanish call to the high passes between valleys in the mountains, as the Italians call Passo di Stelvio, for instance. Here you have Puerto, and so we are climbing now to one of these famous puertos, which is Puerto de Pan de Trave. Puerto de Pan de Trave, with an altitude of 1,555 meters high. I'll try to put this in feet for you, it's better. gives us this beautiful landscape. As you can see the central massif of Picos de Europa there, with the higher tops of all the Cantabrian chain, and Torre Cerredo, which is the highest mountain here, tops 2,650 meters high, so very high indeed. Of course, not far away from the records that you can see in Pyrenees or in the Alps chain, but for the Iberian Peninsula, these are one of the highest chain, not the highest ones, but very significant and important mountain region. But how tall it is, it's not the most important. The importance here is all the beauty that it has, the nice roads that we can ride our motorcycles in, and now we left that puerto and are going down to the valley, to Posada de Valdeón, where the Cares River is located, and there's a valley going down until Cain de Valdeón. We had lunch here in Posada de Valdeón. Nice meals you can have in this mountain region. And from Posada de Valdeón we started to go down to Cain. This is the road to Cain, by the way, and you can see that massive, that central massive there, the right side of this map. So it's really nice to be in Picos de Europa. Let me say that Picos de Europa are divided into three different massifs. The western one, or Cornión, the central one, or the Urrieles, and it is in this central one that you were seeing in the picture that we have the highest tops, over 2,650 meters, and the eastern massif, or Andara. So Picos de Europa are divided in these three massifs, and they are divided by rivers such as Sella, Cares, that you can see here nearby in the valley, and the other side is the Deva. So here we stopped because, as you can see, there's an helicopter landed there, and there's another one near the, you can see on the GoPro, but there's another one near the mountainside, very high, lifting someone. So or this was an exercise by the authorities here in Spain, or was a real save. Someone was being saved, so a real happening, something that was really happening, and someone has to be lifted from a high there in the mountain. Another Mirador del Tombo. It's a spot view, so you have a lot here, and you can see why, because the landscape is really astonishing. We are doing this trip of us in the beginning of August 2021. So it was summer, and we were getting very high temperatures, over 30 degrees in the valley spots. But there's something that really helps, is when you are in the high mountains, the temperatures are low. When you go down to the valleys, the temperatures rise a bit. But if you have vegetation, as you are seeing here, all the trees making shadow, so you can be much more comfortable with all the gear that you have to use when riding a motorcycle, to be safe, of course. So we are arriving at Cain de Valdeón, another spot that you should visit for sure, because it's really nice. So giving you some ideas to visit some spots here in the Picos. Look at the landscapes, beautiful, aren't them? Aren't they? So We left Caen and by the opposite direction, because there's no it's a one-way road, and as you can see in the map, we travel far to get a campsite. We decided to go to a camping site, so make sure you can write in commentaries below what you prefer, a campsite or an hotel when you are riding a motorcycle. I know there's a lot of people from Britain coming because there's a ferry from Southampton to Santander here nearby in the Cantabrian region of Spain, and so it's very easy to bring your motorcycles to this paradise of Picos de Europa. Sella River is here in this valley, a very famous one. It's called the Desfiladero de los Bellos, so it's a canyon de los Bellos that is excavated by the Sella River. There's lots of tunnels and passages like this excavated in the rock itself. So very picturesque, very interesting, nice spots to visit. This is only the day one. There are more videos coming out, day 2 and day 3 at least, and we are approaching the end of this day 1. We had to getting in Asturias region, leaving Castilla y León, and getting in Asturias region in northern Spain. We were heading towards Cangas de Onís, and there's a famous passage here we didn't have had enough time to visit, which is the Stelvio from Casielles, which as you could see on the map, it's a very Stelvio-like road, but this one is a very secondary one, not as the famous Stelvio Passo di Stelvio, from Italy to Switzerland, I believe. So there's no time for you to visit all the spots in 3 days, but it gives us all the excuse to come here again and again. As I said before, it's not so far away for those who live in northern Portugal as I do, so it's not a difficult task to visit this more than once. Lucky me. I know you British guys are not so lucky. That left road here, it's that climbs to Stelvio Passage. So we are finishing this video of day 1 in a nice spot here in Picos. I thank you very much to be with me along this video, and hopefully you can subscribe the channel, make a like, and be notified by the bell. Thank you a lot. Be well, and be sure that you are here in the next videos. Thank you very much.